Hi everyone, I am Nu-Trix, the Synth guy. Today, it's a very quick video about last minute gifts, suggestions for your synth lover. Or for you, if you receive some money at Christmas, buy yourself some gifts. And I'll explain very short, very quick. These are videos about synthesis or history of synthesis, and they're really great. So very easy. Either you buy it for yourself after Christmas, or you send this video to your loved ones who are asking for affordable gifts for you. These can usually be bought on Apple, iTunes Movie Store, or Google Play, or even in any store. So first one, I personally like the documentary called I Dream of Wires. And it's a really cool documentary about the history of how synthesizer came to be created and evolved into what we know today. So the evolution is really nice, and they talk about mostly about modular synthesis because that's how it all started. And you have the history of Moog and the history of Buchla. So it's really interesting. So I Dream of Wires, one of my favorite. I actually watched it 3 times, in the last year, so I really like that one. The next one is one that came out about a year and a half ago. It's called 808. Well, guess. It's about the historical importance of the TR-808 from Roland. And it's a really cool piece of documentary because it goes through the evolution of, not the evolution, but how much the 808 was used in iconic music over the years. Not just electronic music, just any type of music. Mostly pop and electronic, but how much the 808 was a dent in how music was made, and still today. It's a mark that everybody knows. Even if people don't know what an 808 is, they know what it sounds like because they heard it, Now, there's another one, but I can't find it anywhere anymore. It's called Synth Britannia, and it was made by the BBC. It was really interesting about the evolution of electronic music in Britain. Probably you can find it on the BBC website. I don't know, I'm guessing, but I remember seeing that one, and there was so many great electronic band coming from England at one point, and still today, that that movie is a really cool one because it marks how this got to be what it is. And the last one is not a movie, it's a series. It's called Sound Breakin'. Now, it's a 8 episode long series, and it talks about how the evolution of the different technology of music that brought what today is music. So one of it, for example, is how we went from acoustic instrument to electric instrument. So not even electronic, just from acoustic to electric, and how electric guitar changed a lot when it came out. It was, a new way of making music. How the fact that guitar was electrified became a lead instrument, where before it was just a rhythm instrument in the background. A lot of these episodes are really instructive in how much the evolution of technology affected the way we actually musically create and use that technology. There's one specifically on the studio, explaining on how the technology of a studio brought people to use a studio as an instrument, and some albums would not exist outside of a studio. They cannot be made live. So the studio is also part of the evolution, if you want, of how we produce music today, and that's part also of one of the episodes. One is just on the voice, how voice has evolved through time. Well, one is about 4 on the floor, so it's mostly about electronic music and the mix between DJing and electronic music. So that's another cool one. This one came out in 2016, and it's called Sound Breakin'. So there it is. Very quick 4 suggestion. I Dream of Wires, 808 of the movie, Sound Britannia, but I can't seem to find it on iTunes, and Sound Breakin', which is a really cool one. A longer one because you've got 8 episodes, and really these are just ways to understand how the technology has an influence how we make music, and how today technology and creativity has to be used together. And that's really what's interesting about these movies. Well, that's it. I hope these are suggestions that either you'll buy for yourself at Christmas, or you just send it to your loved one and say, you know, might be a hint on what I would like to get for Christmas. That's it. See you soon. Have a good Christmas.